Hey everyone, today we are going to be starting our first project of the school year. This project is going to involve your name, so it's going to involve some lettering and graffiti letters. It's also going to be a quick review on lines, a variety of lines that we typically use in the art room to make your artwork look more interesting. So I'm going to be doing a demonstration. You can either follow along with me while I am doing the demonstration, or you can watch the full video first and then start your project. If it were me, I would recommend watching the full video first and then starting the project, just so you know the expectations. So I am going to be starting with a pencil, and you will be as well, but I want you to draw really, really light. I, on the other hand, am probably going to be drawing much darker, just so you can see it. Then I'm going to use a black Sharpie to trace or to outline. If you do not have a black Sharpie available to you, you can just use a black washable marker. That's fine too. So in the middle of my paper, I'm going to draw my name at a diagonal. Remember, diagonal goes from corner to corner. It's like a straight line that is slanted. It's tilted over. So I am going to draw my name, and I'm just going to use regular letters, and I'm just going to write Mrs. D. And I'm going to spread my letters out. And remember, I'm pressing down pretty hard. You don't have to press down that hard, though. Once this is done and you have your name in the center of the paper, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into bubble letters or block letters or graffiti letters. This is just a trick to show you how to put regular letters into bubble letters or block letters. If you already know how to do bubble letters or block letters, then you can just write your name with those. That's fine. This is just a trick in case you struggle. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to put a shape around those letters. I'm just going to follow it. And then what I will do is I'll go in and erase the letter inside that shape. So then you end up with a bubble letter. Okay, and I'm going to do that for all of my letters. Now the R overlaps a little bit with the M, and that's fine. If they touch, that's fine. So my R is done, and then I'm going to do the S. I'm just going to put a shape around it. And then erase the letter. And then I'm just going to leave my circle how it is, a little polka dot. Now for the letter D, this one's actually pretty easy because all I have to do is just put a small letter D on the inside, just like that, okay? So once you have your name done with bubble letters, what we're going to do is we're going to put like a cloud shape around it. So I'm just going to follow how the letters go. And do you remember in third grade when we did your warm and cool colored names? This is very similar. So you guys should know how to do this. So I just put a little bubble around it. Now I also want my name to look like it's oozing or to look like it's dripping paint or like slime. So at the bottom, I'm going to add a wavy line so it looks like it's dripping. And some of these drips are going to be shorter, some are going to be longer. There we go. Okay, so now it looks like my name is dripping down. If you want to add more drips coming down, you can, but that's going to probably get a little tricky for you. So I wouldn't do too many if you decide to have some dripping down, okay? The next step is the background. The background, we are going to draw some lines that go out to the edge of our paper because we're going to have sections in the background. So I'm just going to kind of start up here at the top of my page, and I'm going to draw a wiggly line that goes off the top. And then I'm going to leave a little bit of room, draw another wiggly line. So there's my first section. You can have as many sections as you want. Just don't go crazy. And I'm just going all the way around my paper. Okay. So now you can see that my background has all of these different sections. Inside these sections, we're going to fill it up with a variety of lines, shapes, and patterns. So maybe in this first section over here, maybe I'm going to have some zigzag lines. And I'm doing all of this with pencil first. Just in case I make a mistake, then I can erase. Okay, so there's the first section. Now I'm going to go to the second section. Maybe this one's just going to have some wavy lines. Okay, and then this next section, maybe I'm going to have some spirals. Some are going to be bigger, some are going to be smaller. And do you see where that drip is? The reason why I said be careful with this is because if you were doing like a really detailed pattern, that drip could kind of throw you off a little bit. So just keep that in mind. And I know I am working very quickly on mine. You are going to go much slower, taking your time, doing a nice, neat job. And you don't have to copy the same patterns that I'm doing. You can come up with your own. Maybe on this one, I'm going to do castle lines. So it almost looks like little puzzle pieces, like fitting together. Okay, I've got a couple more that I need to finish. Maybe this one's going to have triangles, big and small. Okay, and then maybe this one's going to have some polka dots. All right, I only have two left. If you start to run out of ideas and you want to repeat a line or a pattern, that's fine, but don't put them right next to each other. So if I wanted to do zigzag lines again, don't put them right here in this shape because then those two are just going to like merge together. So you want to make sure that you're spreading out those lines. So maybe on this one, I'm going to do like a shape, like a circle and then a line, like a link. Like I said, if you have different ideas, go for it. The nice part about this project is they're all going to look a little different. Okay, and then this last one, maybe I'm going to do maybe like a loopy line, like a roller coaster loop. Okay, this is where I want you to stop for day one. So I'm going to stop our video and then I'm going to upload week 2 next time. If you are at home and you are a remote learner and you want to work ahead, that's fine too. So once you're done with day 1, take a picture of what you've completed, upload it to Google Classroom, and then next week we will continue on with step 2.